Welcome everyone to the Bowral Classic How-To series. My name is James Yaffa from Bicycling Australia, and today I've got Roland Smith here, known as the Sandhill Warrior and certainly a well-known figure in the Sydney fitness circles. Fitness has been a big part of your life, Rob, for many years. You've trained world champion surfers, premiership winning rugby league teams, school kids, inmates in jail. You've done it all. Obviously, the cycling part is something that you're not specifically doing yourself, but it's something you're very passionate about. How do you see riders for the Bowral Classic preparing themselves for what is known as a Gran Fondo sportive event?
Well, James, being actually an avid mountain bike rider as I am, and having a little bit to do with training triathletes over the years, I've come to embrace the sport of cycling. I love watching it, I love participating in it, even at my level and fairly amateurish. But there's four components in the preparation. Component number one for this classic, and especially being 4 months out, component number one is that all the cyclists need to do a little bit of cross-training. We're getting to the stage in preparation where injuries are going to occur because we're continuing to do the same thing. So tip number one in the strength phase of preparation is do some cross-training. Now by cross-training I mean go out and get on a rowing ergometer, ride a mountain bike, do some soft sand running, low impact, get into the gym. Now my suggestion in the gym is that after having had a good warm-up, lower body, get into a program of squats. Now, the most important component...
How many squats are you talking about?
Well, I'm talking here of not using necessarily heavy weights, but I'm looking at, say, getting onto a squat rack, doing, say, 4 to 5 sets of 12 to 15 repetitions. I'm then saying get off the squat rack and get into a leg press. I'm then saying get into a leg curl, leg extension routine. That will build your quads. To build your lower legs, that is the calf muscles, and the calves in cycling are really important because the calf muscles are the link between the feet and the knees. And in cycling, as you well know, you need to get that cadence going. You need to think about pulling up through the toes, pushing down through the heels. Now, the muscles that facilitate that particular movement are the calves. So, after finishing working the big muscles of the quad, then go and do some calf raises, right? Or walking up and down stairs or jogging up and down stairs, maybe carrying a kettlebell in each hand, maybe even just doing them out in the park. Probably the most important muscle group that we need to think about, especially in this time frame of preparation, is the glutes. Now the glutes are the thickest muscle of the body, James. They are the driving force between the upper and the lower body, and to be able to efficiently work the bike, you've got to be strong in the glutes. You'll notice all cyclists have two areas that they're really powerful. One is the glutes, two are the lower leg, the calf muscles. Now those glutes are the driving force of the quads. So my suggestion is to build your glutes up. Wading in water, running in water is a great cross-training activity. 2, do lots of glute bridges, lying on your back, elevating your hips, extending your legs towards the ceiling, getting onto a glute ham, which is like a Roman chair type where you lock in your lower legs, you hyperextend your upper body, you do it weighted with the weight across your chest or dumbbells in each hand, but then specifically working that glute area.